Good evening, everyone. We are now on live. Yes, I am. I must apologize. I may sound flustered. Thank you for the new season. Thank you for the new season. So we're here in the new season, and we're here to embark on my what does it look like. So let's see how it looks like. I'll be sharing my thoughts tonight regarding who I am. Let me just sit back and ensure that you see me in my own glory. This is not filtered, no makeup, anything. I am me today. Because as I said to you, I'm going to be sharing me in my space. So this is Teacher Chronicles. My name is Suzette Morrison. You're seeing it on screen. I am the proprietor, the developer, the actual brain behind this platform. The Power of Teaching is the platform, but the session that you're going to be going through is called Teacher Chronicles. I came about with this thought sometime 2 years ago when I thought that I needed to place something in a space, persons in a space that they could be able to speak on any topic. And the topic that I wanted to take into mind was AI in education, but version 2 of Teacher Chronicles will look into not just AI, but connections with AI, the impacts of AI, the flip side of AI. So, what AI can do for you, what it has done for you. You'll be hearing from one of my connections in the Caribbean, where she will show insights of what it has done for her as a AI user. So many things can happen when you start using AI. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this session. So I must say, I started a little late, but it's no fault of mine. Technology has its ways. So I'll be sharing my screen in a moment, and we'll be going through who am I, what things can you see from my presentation. Just a little thing that I put together. So how have you been? Is something that somebody may ask over the years. I've been great. There are times when I thought that I wasn't going to finish out my journey with AI, but it has been great. Yes, I'm going to start the presentation now. Let me just hide it. I'm going to stop sharing for a minute and then go back with it again. Technology. With share with the sound and audio. All right, so this is me, and I'm going to go here and go from the beginning. Let me stop sharing and share again. Okay, share screen, share entire window, audio. Yes, this is what it should look like. All right, we're back in business. Thank you. So, on screen that you're seeing is a new season of Teacher Chronicles. It's my baby. It's me. Oh, you see me as an AI trainer, as an AI literacy educator, as a teacher, as an innovator on People Teaching. That's my YouTube channel. So you'll get to hear a little thing about me. The information that I have on my what I've been sharing today, snips of movies, is not my own. It came from the internet, and I don't own any rights to it. I mean, it does make that clear for you now, so I don't get sued. So let's start it. My journey as an AI trainer, from passion to purpose, learning to leading. When I started my journey, it wasn't clear what I was going to be doing. But keeping the passion that I have, I made sure I stood for the ground and I tried many things. And now where it's leading me is immense. So you'll hear from me more on this. So the question I'm asking, and this is something that I want everybody to listen to, is what if this was you? And I'm playing something from the Mercy movie that is on most of the platforms like Prime and everybody. I just took a snippet out of the actual trailer. You can find it on the YouTube channel. So listen to it. Oops. Go back again. Hmm. So what if you were placed in this seat where artificial intelligence was be able to decide if you live or you die? So that goes to me, who I am. Let's play my little action figure. So I am Suzette Morrison Curtis, AI instructor and AI literacy enthusiast. That's me. So let's look at who I am in deep. So I'm an AI literacy educator. When I started this journey, I made sure that I placed myself in a space that I could be able to get the information and be able to be relevant in the space. So I went to Micro University and did an AI literacy course. After when I finished the weeks, I was certified as an AI literacy educator. Then I went further and got myself some more stackable credentials. Prompt engineering was one of them. So coupled with that, with other webinar access, I could be able to do much more. I'm also an ICT professional. I have my both degrees in management information system from my work alma mater at Excelsior Community College. And I'm also a trained educator, AI trainer. Did some training in the space of training persons, young or administrators, adults in the efficiency of using AI. Prompt engineer, as I said to before, I did this online and it was worthwhile doing. AI advocate, any space that I can put myself in, I will speak to you about using AI to make your workspace a little bit more enthusiastic, empowering, and engaging. And I've done this on not just the small scale, but the larger scale in terms of creating concepts, framework to make things a little bit more doable. A builder of opportunities through technology. So where there is an opportunity for you to use technology, I try to make sure that persons were able to use it. Mm, that's who I am. How it all started, where my journey began. Let's see. It all started with one thing, and that's curiosity. I was very curious on what this usage of AI could do, and I had a desire to learn. Learn what? Learn how the tools can be able to brainstorm and make things more manageable. So, what I did was to couple that with other things and make things work for me. A passion for teaching and technology. As a teacher, I coupled my knowledge with technology and the use of AI to make things more broader in the classroom. And also, that sparked the willingness to explore new possibilities. So, the shift that changed everything. When AI came about, you were remnant, you weren't everybody knew about what was happening. It was just you to know how you'll be able to pivot. So I tried doing that in a more sophisticated way. I read articles, I looked at what is happening, and I made sure I placed myself strategically in the role. And this happened. I was watching the educational sphere and this came about. This was my wake-up call. If it is that you want to learn anything in education, you will have to learn to use AI. Because the third world countries and more developed countries are using AI and they have equipped themselves in the manner of they have empowered their schools and their curriculums in infusing integration of AI tools. Mm. So what when you learn that, what would happen? Yes, this happened. I realized something when these things came across. Technology was evolving. Around me, I could see that within minutes there are different tools that were being created. You couldn't keep up on using how to use each of these tools. Education and the world of work were changing as well. Persons were now demanding you to learn to use some form of AI tool. So I had to make sure that I pivoted very well. I needed to grow with the change. As anyone else in technology, you needed to find yourself a niche. AI was becoming a part of the future, and I wanted to plant myself right there. So what did I do? I created this, as you see on my screen, the Power of Teaching channel. Unleash your curiosity, embrace the knowledge. That was my tagline. Then I had a little more than about 10 or 15 followers. To date, I have 131 strong.
Hello everyone, and welcome to today's video video presentation where we'll explore the incredible power
And these are using of avatars,
artificial
such as
intelligence
Jesse.
shaping the future of education.
That's the name of my
I'm
avatar.
Jesse, your virtual tutor for the channel Power of Teaching.
And created synonymical avatar technology to embrace the use of AI in different spaces.
Hello, everyone.
Now, somebody may ask the question, so what tools did you use to get you there? The tools that got me off the ground are on screen. First up, ChatGPT, my baby. Started using it when it was 2.0. You could flip titles of articles in there, create different types of genre of videos. It would give you scripts and it would give you quotes that you could put out on your YouTube channel and get your followers going with you. Then Gemini, which then was barred, came across and I tried using that, but I stuck to ChatGPT because I wanted the comparison of the two. Then I started using a video tool called NVIDIA AI, where it basically took my thoughts, put them in action using prompts, and created what I wanted. Then your avatars that you're seeing in some of my videos that you'll see within this Teacher Chronicles were made from Agent. What are the other avatar platforms that I play around with to create realistic looking personalities from actual thoughts and prompts that you give it? Then there is your Canva, which has your inbuilt Magic Write AI integration that created my posters, did my video editing. I use along with it CapCut and Copilot to get some images crisp and clear. So fast forward to now, there are many more that's going to be on the leaderboard for me in terms of tools. But I just put these out because these were my grassroots that started me off. Then there is my little avatar here called DID.
Welcome to the Power of Teaching Tech. Dive into the dynamic realm of AI tools revolutionizing education. In this video, we embark on a journey that explores the transformative influence of teaching, guided by the innovative capabilities of AI, specifically ChatGPT. We're excited.
So therefore, I used avatars such as this one when I'm explaining the use of tools like generative AIs like ChatGPT, Gemini, so persons can be able to integrate, relate with the avatar. So it went well.
Welcome to the
What these tools really gave me was, one, confidence. So I could be able to put my thoughts into tools that could be able to portray what I was thinking. Speed. Whenever I got any information that I needed to actually automate or bring forth in reports or automated proposals, I could be doing that in less time that it would normally take me to do it. Creativity. It enhanced my creativity that I always had inside of me and make it come alive. Support. It also gave me some support in terms of what else I could be used to just to make the journey that I'm on more realistic. And new possibilities. Yes, there are new possibilities. There are new, using the tool, you'll be able to open up yourself to the other side of AI, which is the entrepreneurial side, where persons can see what your work is like and then take you on. So if you were paying attention, the mode before you came here was the user mode. So I was using the tools to get where I wanted to go. Now I'm at the shaper mode. The shaper mode is a little bit more deeper. And I'll use an illustration to get that done. Watch this. Becoming the game changer. And as I said to you before, I don't own the rights to this movie. I'm just using it to illustrate something. So if you watch this movie, you will know Atlas is basically a person who created a program, and for them to actually get it fixed, they will have to use what she knows about that artificial intelligent robot to conquer it. That's you. That's anyone that is using AI. You're now in the shaper mode to be the what? To be the game changer. So I created an animation like this for that purpose. So I'm the game changer. I showed this to some persons the other day and they were saying, wow, how did you make it so real? I used various tools and one of them was Kling AI. I'm still playing around with it. Still playing around with it. So, where this takes me, we're going to see in a minute. In last year, I took on the shaper mode and I placed myself in the spaces that person would want to hear who I was. One of the biggest platforms, I should say, that was one of them was the Jamaica Association for Educational Officers. So I was presenting at a forum and they saw my presentation and they invited me to prepare an abstract on a concept paper that I'm working on. And I prepared it and they actually accepted it and I presented it at their symposium last year. But it started with just one invite from Pembroke Hall High School. They had a challenge there where students were using AI to not just make them more knowledgeable of their content, but to try to play a soft one on their teachers. So where they're using it unethically. So they called me in and they asked me to educate their students on the right way of using AI. Went in, met with the principal, met with the coordinator, and we did a session, 2 sessions with them. They're now on their way of using AI ethically in the classroom. On the right here, you're going to be seeing Suzette Morrison. Yes, this is my UE picture. So it all started from me learning from the days of UE where you left that space and they always put out that action on you to say, be the game changer. Be someone that you can be able to see a problem and take forth and change it. So that's basically what I did. And I'm still doing. Then there is all the way in St. Mary, Marymount High School. So they saw one of their coordinators visited our research day. I presented there on a theme called Flipped Classroom using generative AI. And she saw where there was need for her, other our educators at her institution to learn more about using the tool to create more intensive multi-layered assessments. So I spearheaded a professional development session empowering educators embracing AI for innovative teaching. So I did that at Marymount and it was successful. Fast forward to this year, I presented at my school's AI lab to students to show them the ethical way of using AI to open up our AI lab at Excelsior. I also presented in March of this year at the Technical Vocational Research Symposium in Papin's headquarters, and also got a little depth in research day at Churches Teachers College, where I presented on my other concept paper. So I've been moving. Remember now, I am the game changer. Sure, St. Joseph Teachers College was the next place that I placed my seed. where they had a development day and they wanted me to come and provide insights on the ethical use of AI, how to detect when students are using it, and the best practices. So their teachers can be able to be grounded and well rounded in the use of AI. I also attended the teachers conference that was done by the TCJ in Mobe. That was a next the biannual research symposium, and it was a very rich and fruitful experience for me. I got to learn other side of AI, got to see more persons using it in the research mode, and met persons and we networked. So over a year, I was able to do at least 4 or 5 presentations on the use of AI in different spheres, using the researches that I've been working on to make sure that myself can be placed strategically in the landscape of AI literacy. As you develop AI, and you have to make sure that you think like it doesn't take a big person who has a big knowledge to get yourself there. As I shared with one of my in the girls of IT, which spearheaded this thought, I shared this as a tip with them using one of my avatars.
Start small, but start today. You don't need a fancy degree or expensive laptop. Grab free tools like Grok, ChatGPT, or Google's AI Studio and build one tiny project this month. Team up with AI agents. The hottest trend right now is agentic AI. Smart AI teammates that can plan, reason, and act on tasks for you.
So that's where I know, and that's where I'm dabbling in. And I informed the students on the presentation is that you don't have to have this big elephant room full of multi-layered windows having a lot of programming. You start small and you work yourself up using tools to get you where you want to go. But you have to use the right tools and you have to position yourself in the right space.
Start small.
Now, next steps for me. Wow. Deepening my AI expertise. So I'm actually doing a lot of stackable credentials now, attending a lot of webinars, getting myself more off it on the uses of AI and specifically AI agents, workflow agents. I've been working on also some literature, rich research, curating articles to be published in the wider space. So you'll see more of that. Continue empowering others to utilize AI. So along with teaching, I've also been a trainer. So I've been training other entities on uses of AI, and I will continue empowering persons to do that. Helping more girls, women, and educators to grow digitally. So currently, I have been teaching some educators on using AI in the classroom, empowering their knowledge, and this has been a testimonial because they are now using the knowledge that they got from the session and empowering themselves in the classroom, building the more innovative learning experiences. So I'm actually working on a couple apps to make learning at the smaller level in terms of kindergarten a little bit more interesting, so to speak, and put where I can put myself to support responsible AI use, not just in small scale but on a global level. I will not. I will leave this for last because I actually use this challenge in the Girls in ICT Day. But if you feel free, I'll leave it on the screen and I'll leave it on my bio that you can download it and use it at your own leisure. One of them was looking like this. So I gave it a specific prompt, and when I was doing it at the session, persons actually used their phone and created lovely pictures. So here you're going to be hearing a thank you from that same group from Marymount, where after the session they had this to say. So you see how many persons were there, very equipped lab, and they took their time out to come to the session to learn about AI. This was last year. It was actually Labor Day. Now I did this presentation to start up more of an awareness of what you can use different tools to do. So look at what I created. It's just a synopsis of it. And this was what we were taught. The basis of it, the context of it is you utilizing AI tools in a TVET environment.
For decades, we were taught the way we were taught. AI didn't replace us. It freed us to build what's next. AI is not coming for TVET educators and policymakers. It's handing us the powerful tools we've ever had. The future of skills is not automated, it's
Amplified.
Let's build it together.
So I created this using Grok as a script leader and Canva to make this come alive. My charge to you, as persons who want to get into the world of AI, the digital future is not waiting for permission, and neither should you. Be curious about anything that you want to do, explore, and be brave enough and determined enough to grow. Step into not just ICT, but embrace AI. Use your voice, your ideas, and talents to shape the future that is smarter, fairer, and more inclusive for all. So, what I'm saying to you is that the world is out there for you to take it on. Be bold enough to take some steps, utilize a tool, and use your voice to make it happen. Next session. So, the next session will be next week, Saturday, all being well. And it will be very, very, very interesting. Let's see why. You know that it's hosted by me, and I won't go through this. It's a Cayman connection. Cayman connection. Tap into the Cayman connection. So you're going to get a real life story of she's actually one of my best friends. She utilizes AI to create very, very intuitive, not just pictures, but memes on TikTok. She uses it to create upscale or YouTube channel. And also, when I spoke to her about how she was using AI, she said, boy, me normally use it to cut and paste and create some stuff. And then I encouraged her to use it to create images. And she created an image for her banner for her actual company, her wash and fold in Cayman. She didn't have no graphic artist do it for her. She did it herself. And she did other things. So it can be used to empower you. So tune in next week. The time will be more of in the afternoon, and you'll hear more about the Island Connection as it relates to Teacher Chronicles. So Teacher Chronicles 2.0 is not just for connecting you to AI in education, but showing you the different levels of AI and what it can do for you. So I must thank you for staying the course. On screen, you're seeing me. I use it to brand me. Yes. You can follow me on all socials, whether it be LinkedIn, Power of Teaching on my YouTube channel, at the Power of Teaching on my Instagram page as well, Suzette Curtis on my Facebook page. You can contact me. We can have a conversation if you want to learn more. I'll be having a next training session very soon on earning with AI. So you'll hear more about that. So that's it for tonight. It has been a very interesting, very informative half an hour. So next week's session, don't forget, it's going to be on my channel. We'll start our promos come tomorrow. And we'll get more interesting information. Stick to the channel. Make sure you put on a notification and a reminder, because the next 2 other sessions will be groundbreaking, very groundbreaking. Mental illness of the use of AI, the impacts of it, and also the psychological stent. I will not tell you the name of that person. You'll see my promo, but make sure that you subscribe so you can be able to in the driver's seat when next we meet. So thank you for joining Teacher Chronicles as we elevate, educate, and transform your knowledge.